Good evening, everybody. I had a great day today at the February 2nd Groundhog Day PharmacyU Inspiring Business Learnings. And it's happened all day today. It was really one of those conferences where I hadn't been actually in a while, and I was glad to see fellow colleagues, fellow pharmacists, even from students. There was a whole bunch of them there, together with some of my friends from Shoppers Drug Mart that were in attendance. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of a recap of what I learned today, right? Some of the products they were advertising. I had a whole bag full of goodies, and I'm not going to take too long of our video today, but just as a quick recap, there were guys that were advertising their super expensive, built on a SynMed technology. They were doing blister packs by the gazillion, and this machine costs approximately $269,000 plus tax. So if you're doing a lot of blister packs and you want something that allows you for precision, something that is out there right now. We had some interesting promotional material also on the clinical guidelines for probiotics products available in Canada. They were sponsored by Align. Proclaiming, of course, that Align is the best product out there with the most clinical evidence. And this is something I'm going to have to review myself, because there's a lot of cool products in here that I'm familiar with. If you have any questions on any of the probiotics that you see in the marketplace, you can ask me, and I can refer back to this. So I will let you know about that. We also had a vendor talking about Ixiaro. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It is for Japanese encephalitis, so it's a vaccine for that. And I like the way they're always trying to scare people, saying, what if the mosquito net was not completely closed? Pum, pum, pum. So here we go for marketing, and more about reading about this Japanese encephalitis JE virus, transmitted to humans primarily through the bite of an infected mosquito, and the areas are Southeast Asia. So something to keep in mind as this is happening. Another company was advertising Narcan nasal spray, which is in case of an opioid overdose. You would actually train the caregiver, the loved ones, to be able to administer a spray directly into the nostril. And I thought I had a little demo, but no, it basically it's something like this that you spray directly into the nostril. That has to be repeated if necessary. So interesting as well. Nicoderm was out and about today, reminding us of their different products from their patches, a 21-day patch, 21 milligram patch, a 4 milligram patch, and their 7 milligram patch. The Nicorette inhaler, their quick mist, the lozenges, and the gum. So I was showing to you in English and French, and here's of course the English side of it. We had Vivotif, which is the only oral vaccine for protection against typhoid fever, with indication of 4 capsules to be taken on day 1, 3, 5, and 7. And very interesting in terms of course, it's a oral vaccine that you have to keep in the fridge. We also talked about Venixa, which is excellent for fatigue legs and hemorrhoids. Available in 2 types of dosing. The dosing are different if you are using it for leg fatigue or for hemorrhoids, and they'll reduce the severity, duration, and the recurrence of these conditions. Also, Ducrol. Sorry, don't forget to take your Ducrol actually 2 weeks before your vacation. So T-minus 2 weeks for the first dose, and T-minus 1 week. And if you have to, and you need a rebooster, again, if you're if having taken in the last 3 to 5 years, you just need a 1 dose. So that's your Ducrol, available without a prescription. Just ask for it at the pharmacy counter. What else do we got going on as well? And right now, what else we have? We were talking also about the naloxone, which was a Narcan, so a little something to review. And now finally, there's a Lobo Genetics. Had to do with trying to figure out the genetic makeup and influences on how one responds to cannabis. So basically, they were offering a machine that would basically would swab 3 times. It's a buccal swab. You put in the machine for 45 minutes, and it'll tell you what type of sensitivity you have, if you're more sensitive to THC or to CBD, and that'll allow you to how sensitive in terms of psychosis to these products. So knowing that, you'll be able to order a strain that matches your particular sensitivities. So just new right now, the pharmacies, obviously they're trying to push in the pharmacies right now. You can either do the test in the pharmacy while you wait, or you can do the swab at the pharmacist, and the pharmacist can send it in. You can send the results back to the pharmacist, and he can call you. You can have a conversation on, hey, you know, this might be something better for you. So that was it for PharmacyU today. So conferences, educational seminars, and vendors that were out there out and about. I enjoyed my time today, and look forward to the OPA conference coming up in June. More things to learn. I think that conference is 2 or 3 days. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a while, but I'm glad to be back, and I'll bring you more information as they come available. Okay, you guys, you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Alex out, and have a healthy day.